Okay, I said in the last video that ethics is about practical wisdom, which has to do with the choices we make. And so Aristotle wants to analyze human choice. And the first thing he tells us about human choice is that all choice has what Aristotle calls a telos to it. All choice has a telos to it. A telos in Greek, or telos, is simply a goal, an aim, a purpose. Think of a target. Think of an archery. It's a kind of archery metaphor where you're shooting at a board. You're trying to hit something, right? You're aiming at something. Every choice has an aim. Every choice has a telos. And human beings are teleological creatures. We're teleological creatures. That means we aim at stuff with our choices. We're always aiming at something, okay? Human beings always act for reasons. In other words, there is no choice that you make that didn't have a reason. There is no time in your life where you'd be able to say, gee, I just did that. I don't know. Sometimes I just do things. No, even our desires have ends to them, or goals, or purposes, or reasons. Telos means goal, aim, purpose, reason, end. Every choice we make, Aristotle says, has an end to it. And another way of thinking of it this way is everything we do, whether it's conscious or unconscious, whether it's just a product of desire, has a reason behind it. There is no irrational, so to speak, human behavior. Even our drives and instincts have some kind of goals. Maybe they're evolutionary, whatever. But there's a reason we act. So there's never a time in your life, Aristotle thinks, that you'd be able to look back and say, gee, I have no idea why I did that. Aristotle thinks if you analyze a situation correctly, you'd notice that all of your choices have some aim behind them. And maybe you're living less consciously than you realize, because maybe you're thinking, oh, wow, gee, if I do that action, that means I really want this, but I don't want that. Oftentimes what we're conscious of and what we're doing are not always in line. And so what our choices reveal about us is, in a certain sense, what we really want or what we really desire. And so, okay. Aristotle thinks we're teleological creatures. We're always aiming at ends. And in a certain sense, the ends which we aim at disclose the world to us. This is really interesting. There's an experiment on YouTube. Some of you may be familiar with, and I'll link it in the YouTube video, or the bottom here, where they have a basketball team, or people in white shirts and black shirts, and they're passing a ball around, and they ask you, the observer, to count the number of times a team passes the basketball. And in the middle of it, an ape, a guy in a gorilla suit, walks through and goes like this. And I think it's something like 50% of the people don't notice the ape because they're so they're so focused on counting the basketballs. And what that tells us is that what we aim at in life, human beings can get tunnel vision, very simply, where the world in which we interact is illuminated and disclosed in light of what we want or what we desire. Put it this way. So what we aim at and what we desire are really change the way in which we view the world. Okay? Now, Aristotle's project here says, what if we could figure out what we really want behind all of our choices? Maybe there's one choice, or one end to all the choices we make that we're all looking for. What if there's one telos that's behind everything else? So, for example, I woke up this morning, I brushed my teeth, then I got dressed, and then, this is hypothetical, I went to work because we're in intercession. Now, why did I do that? Well, why did I get up? Well, I have to take care of myself. I have to present myself. Why did I go to work? Well, I want to make money. Why do I want to make money? Well, I don't know. I want to buy nice things. I want to, and the thing goes on and on. But what's at the end of all of our choices? So you're in school, you're taking this class, and I'm watching this lecture because you want to have a good grade, and you want to get a good grade because you want to get a degree, and you want to get a degree maybe because to go to grad school, and you want to go to grad school because you want to get a good job, and you want to get a good job because you want to make money, and you want to make money because... In other words, all of our choices have one, Aristotle thinks, aim at the end of them all. And Aristotle says that aim is happiness.